Hello, thank you. My name is Alain Guinaud. I come from a laboratory PIM at Paris in France, and it's a pleasure to present you a work on the relationship between crystallization, mechanical and gas properties of polyethylene furanoate, PEF, in multi-nanolayered PLA-PEF and PET-PEF films. This work has been done in the context of an European project, MyPack, with partners, Ava Biochem that has supplied the PEF, CTCPA that is specialist of food packaging, and Laboratoire National de Métrologie et d'Essai that has done the mechanical properties. For environmental concerns, food packaging must be reinvented today, and one solution consists to use more bioplastics, for example, or recycled and recyclable materials with the help of new technologies. And it is the objective of the MyPack #2020 project by taking into account the consumer acceptance. In this project, we have worked on different polymers and different technologies to reach the objective. The different polymer was PLA for biscuit and salad packagings, where we need to optimize the gas barrier properties, recycled polypropylene for baby food packagings, and in our case, PEF from Ava Biochem, a new promising bio-based polymer. And about the processes, we have used in the project a Blaue device for salad briefing, that is very new, and in our case, an original layer multiplier co-extrusion device. So, if you look at PEF is interesting because it has higher barrier properties than PET and PLA, factor 6 to 8 between PET and around 100 between PLA. A good processability as PLA and PET, and good mechanical properties, even if it is brittle. But it has a low drawback. It is too much expensive to be used alone. It costs around 4 to 5 euros per kilo. So an idea is to associate it in low proportion, 5 to 15%, by classical co-extrusion to do 3-layer film, for example, with another polymer, bio-based or compatible for recycling, for example, polyester. And so 2 ideas has been worked in the project. PLA-PEF films in order to replace PET by PLA, where a factor 10 in oxygen permeability is needed, but it was not presented. It will be not presented in this work today. And another one, it is PET-PEF films, where we can decrease the PET food packaging thickness by decreasing the PET permeability. That is interesting for environmental concerns. And secondly, replace harmful coatings, PVDC, for high gas barrier PET. But it needs to have more gas barrier factor improvement. So that an original co-extrusion tool, the layer multiplier co-extrusion, was used in the project, and it is used generally to create multi-nanolayer film with 3 classical 3-layer structure to 500 or more confined continuous layers sufficiently thin until few nanometers thick and numerous to be measured by the classical thermal, physical, and permeability method that we use in the project. So in the device, you put the PET in extruder 1, PEF in extruder B, and black box permit to fabricate an ABA structure, the PET, PEF, PET structure. And when you use multipliers can divide the ABA structure to form an ABA-BA structure with 1 multiplier, 5 layers. And if you do the same with another multiplier, from 5 layers, you have 9 layers, and so on. If you use 9 multipliers, you can have around 1,000 layers, and with 10 multipliers, you can have 2,000 layers. And so it is possible to calculate the theoretical layer of each layers for a film of around 100 micrometer in thickness, comprising 90% of PET, for example, and 10% of PEF. It means that you have only 10 micrometer of PEF, and if you use 8 multiplier, for example, you have around 200 50 layers of PEF, and so the theoretical thickness layer of each layer is around 40 nanometers. So the interest of the layer multiplication is to decrease the layer thickness. And why? Because it induces geometric confinement for restricting the space for the molecule and modifying the crystallinity, and finally the gas permeability. That is of interest for our project. And if you look at some work of a Bayer team, you can see here a system where PEO, polyethylene oxide, is confined between PP layers, as you can see, at 30 nanometer to 100 nanometers. And as you can see, you can see that you can decrease by decreasing the layer thickness of the PEO, but the permeability of PEO inside the film by a factor 10 to 100 when the polymer is confined to a nanometric dimension. So the objective of this work is to fabricate 100 micrometer thick PET-PEF film with different PEF crystallinity degrees, because crystallinity degrees act highly on the gas barrier properties. And for that, we have fabricated 3-layer films with 0 multiplier, 128-layer films with 6 multiplier, and 512-layer film with 8 multiplier. We have done also an next step for optimizing the crystallinity, and the work consists to study the relationship between structure, crystallinity, and final properties, and PEF confinement effect by observation of the PEF distribution in the film, the measurement of the crystallinity degrees of PEF, the measurement of the final properties, oxygen permeability, and mechanical properties in tensile and puncture test. So let me present now the experimental part. So we have used the PET Indorama 101, the PEF from Ava Biochem. The film what we have fabricated consist of 3 layers, 128 layers, 512 layers. The total thickness is around 100 micrometer. Proportion of PEF varying from 10 to 15%, and so that the PEF theoretical thickness varied from 10 to 60 nanometers with 512 layers, and 230 nanometers for 128 layers. So in this condition, we have obtained by extrusion by good film, as you can see on the figure at right. The PET-PEF film looks like that as PET films, very transparent and of good quality, but it was not possible to produce the film with 512 layers, probably due to too fine PEF layers. Now we have observed the morphology of PEF in the film. In the 3-layer film, you can see on the figure that you have a continuous layer of PEF inside PET layers that are outside. For the 120-layer film, you can see the PEF layer and the PET layer clearly, and so we have observed a well-continuous microlayer structure in 3 and 128 layer 500 micrometer films, and finally a confinement of PEF at a thickness of around 250 nanometers, measured on this figure at the right, compared to the 230 nanometers weighted by the calculation. So it's good. Now we have to determine the crystallinity degree of the film, and particularly for the PEF in the film, so that you have used thermal analysis and differential scanning calorimetry. And here you can see for the 3-layer film the first heating of the PET-PEF film, and you can see that you don't have at the first heating a melt peak of PEF at around 210 degrees Celsius. So it means that PEF is amorphous in 3-layer film as weighted. In the 128-layer films, you can see that you have a peak at 210 degrees Celsius. So it means that you can calculate crystallinity degree of around 8%. That is low compared to this one of pellets, but that was 30%, but was higher than this one of 3-layer film, so perhaps due to confinement effect. So as the crystallinity degree are not very high, annealing step was done for improving crystallinity. The annealing was done between heated plate in composition device, as you can see on the figure, and we have determined the best condition for the crystallization of PEF on neat PEF alone, and with 140 degrees Celsius for 2 hours, we have determined a crystallinity degree of around 15.5%, and finally, if you change the condition, you find not more crystallinity degree. So we have taken this condition. So now it is interesting to see how crystallinity becomes in the 3-layer and the 128-layer film after annealing. So you can see that the crystallinity degree increased from 0 to 10% for 3-layer film and 8 to 14% for 128-layer film. But look, it's interesting, but you have a whitening of the film due to PET crystallization that is classical for that. About the mechanical properties, and especially tensile test without annealing, we have measured the stress, the modulus, the stress at yield, the strain at yield, the stress at break, and the strain at break. Here I show you the stress at yield and the stress at break in the parallel direction of extrusion and perpendicular direction to extrusion. And so what you can see on the two graphs is that finally we don't have any effect of PET incorporation in PET films without annealing, and whatever the number of layers. So it means that you can incorporate PEF that is brittle, but it don't bring decrease of the mechanical properties. That is good. About the mechanical properties in puncture test, it's more interesting because in this case you can see that when you add PEF in PET 3-layer films, you can see a high decrease of the puncture energy that is divided by the 7 by 7, even if finally PEF is amorphous. So it's a dramatic decrease for the PET. Now, if you do a film with 128-layer film, you can see that you have recovered the value of the PET with the same proportion, finally, of PEF in the film. And so we have a good result, but perhaps as PEF is brittle, perhaps it is only an effect of interfaces. Now we can look at the oxygen transmission rate, the permeability measurement. And what is interesting to see is that PET presents a value of around 38 cc per meter square per day. That is a classical value for PET, amorphous PET. When you add PEF in 3-layer and PEF in a 128-layer film, the value is around 25. It decreased by a factor 1.6 around, whatever the layer number, and it is finally in agreement with what was expected by calculation by using the series laws for permeability. It's normal, but it means that as we do not have any effect with the 128-layer film, 128-layer film, it means that you don't have any effect of confinement. Now we can see the effect of the annealing and the increase of crystallinity on the gas barrier properties of the films. So you can see that for PET, when you do an annealing, you decrease the oxygen transmission rate from 38 cc met square day to 23. But for PET PEF 3 layer and PET 128 layer, the value finally don't decrease but increase. So after annealing, you can see that surprisingly, if you increase PEF crystallinity, you increase the oxygen transmission rate and the PEF permeability. That is not a classical result. So to conclude, it's possible to fabricate PET PEF film with good quality and a continuous macro layer structure. We have a slight PEF crystallinity increase with layer multiplication and annealing, but we don't have effect on Celsius properties. That is very good. But fortunately, we don't have also a positive effect on gas ball properties, and it is interesting to understand. And surprisingly, we have a positive effect on puncture tests with layer multiplication, as we have said. And perhaps it is an effect of interfaces. Now, perhaps we have used too low crystallization temperature, but it means that this study shows that we have an original biochem PEF crystalline behavior effect on final properties. So in perspective, we have to study the relationship between crystallinity and gas barrier properties of virgin Ava biochem PEF to analyze the crystalline form by X-ray diffraction. And what is interesting also is to use bioxide stretching. And so I thank you for your attention, and I thank the European community for the funding of the MyPack project. Thank you very much for your attention.